graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel. And out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Good afternoon, chat. What's going on? Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic Sunday afternoon. It's June 8th. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ, as was said in the trailer. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button as well. We go on for live play-by-plays for the Sixers, for the Eagles, and of course, the 162. And that is the Philadelphia Phillies, who, by the way, have been playing very atrocious baseball over the last 10 days or so, and are looking to get out of a funk. It's not going to be easy today at all. They're going to be going against one of the top pitchers in all of baseball. His name is Paul Skenes. So, yeah, we'll see how they do today, and hopefully they can avoid a sweep. Before we dive any further into this, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button as well, and turn on those notification bell icons too, so that way you know when we do go live. The game was supposed to start at 1:35. It was raining in Pittsburgh, and I think that the rain's supposed to be on and off today. Hopefully there are no delays, but there was a 10-minute start time delay. It was supposed to start at 1:35, and now first pitch should be underway in just about 2 minutes or so. Let me know what your final score predictions are down below, and who your standout player is going to be today. I think that it's easier probably to say this, but I do believe that Christopher Sanchez is going to have a good game today. Just don't know if he's going to get that run support. Again, we talk a lot about Paul Skenes and how great of a pitcher he's been this year for the Pittsburgh Pirates. He has a 2.05 ERA. The last time that he pitched, he went 8 innings. He allowed just 1 run, and it was on a solo homer. And the Astros were able to win 3-0. That's who they pitched against, but he's been really dominant. He's only allowed 1 earned run or fewer in his last 5 outings. The last time that he allowed 5 runs was on April 8th. So that guy has been very, very good. And we'll see how the Phillies fare today. Maybe the rain will help them out. Maybe Mother Nature has something else to say. Or maybe the bats will just come up today and just come alive. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. All right. Starting lineup tonight for the Philadelphia Phillies. Today, I should say. You got Bryson Stott batting in the leadoff spot. And then it'll be Trey Turner, Kyle Schwarber, Alec Bohm, Nick Castellanos, Max Kepler, Otto Kemp, Brandon Marsh, and Rafael Marchand. Those are all the 9 players that the Phillies will have starting for today. So again, it's Stott, Turner, Schwarber, Bohm, Castellanos, Kepler, Kemp, Marsh, and Marchand. And for the Pirates will have O'Neal Cruz, Andrew McCutchen, Brian Reynolds, Nick Gonzalez, Henry Davis, Alexander Canario, Cabrian Hayes, and Jared Triolo, as well as Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. 85 strikeouts this year for Paul Skenes, and 83 1/3 of an inning. He also has a 2.05 ERA, just 19 walks allowed on the season. and this will be start number 14 for Paul Skenes. All right. Yes, let us know what your final score predictions are for this game. Skenes has a four-seamer, a splitter, a sweeper, a changeup, a sinker, a slider, and a curveball. Batters are just hitting 208 against the four-seamer, 128 against the sweeper, 100 against the changeup. How about less than 100 against the slider, and a 267 against the curveball. What's up, John? What's up, Larry? What's going on, Leonard? Yes. Our Ninja Chat, is it working? I don't see it coming on up. That's weird. How come it's not showing up? It's not showing up on here. Weird. Odd. Strange. That's weird. It was showing up before. Now it's not showing up. Odd. That's why I got it. The defense for the Pittsburgh Pirates. It'll be Henry Davis behind the plate. Then it's Paul Skenes on the mound. Jared Triolo over at first. Nick Gonzalez at second. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa is at short. Cabrian Hayes at third. Alexander Canario in left. Center fielder is O'Neal Cruz. And the right fielder is Brian Reynolds. All right, so here is Bryson Stott. He'll lead it off. Phillies are in their gray tops, gray bottoms. Stott has a red sleeve on as well as a red elbow guard. He'll wave the bat, and he'll take the first pitch from Paul Skenes at 98 miles per hour, and it's outside. Like I said, by All-Star break, Phillies are going to be 2 games over 500. Bear with me because I'm reading this Ninja Chat for the... It's a different chat. 1-0 pitch on the way. This one's popped up in foul ground, and Hayes gets under it, and will make the catch. He did have plenty of room. Foul out. What if I refresh this? Can I refresh it? Still isn't going to work. It's weird. Here's the pitch to Trey Turner. I'll ground this one foul. No balls, one strike. And the next pitch is popped up over towards straightaway center field. Cruz comes jogging in towards his left side. That'll make the grab for out number 2. Apologize about yesterday, folks. We had some technical difficulties, and we got everything all straightened out. Plus, updated everything, and added in some new stuff as well. Added in some new feats, which is cool. What's up, Ronald? How are you? The pitch. That's taken for a strike. Schwarber is up at the plate. And the 0-1 swing and a miss. It could be good. Thompson might be gone, says Leonard. He could be. But then again, he could not be. Skenes is second in ERA in all of the National League. First in whip. And he throws the next pitch in the dirt for a ball. What's up, Asia? How are you? One ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. It's way up high and way outside at 99 miles per hour for ball 2. JJ, I can voice my discussion. JJ can voice by disgusted with this ball club. No life. 2-2. Foul ball. Final score predictions. Leonard says 7-2. He also says that they're going to strand 11 runners. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And Kyle Schwarber is down on strikes. And so we are going to the bottom of the first. 1, 2, 3 go the Phils. Bottom of the first coming up. I want to make sure. Hold up 1 second. Just showing some love and support, bro. Should be a good game. Okay, I wanted to make sure that that wasn't a super chat. That's what I wanted to make sure. Okay. Pop out the chat again. See how this works. Phillies are being bashed by the fans and media. They're a joke. Fire Dombrowski, Thompson, clean house, Mr. Middleton. That's what our boy Leonard says. I feel you. All right, I'm going to try this real quick. Again, bear with me because I have a new chat and I have a new setup on my OBS. So you'll have to bear with me. Ninja chat. We got a new member. Well, at least that works. That sound effect works. Congratulations. Thanks so much for the red membership. Generation X Cultivation. Appreciate you. Woo! That's awesome. That was one of the things I wanted to see if it worked. There we go. OBS, Open Broadcasting Software. That's the program that I use for streaming. So this whole setup, this whole hub, if you will, the whole layout of everything, that's all OBS. I'm going to watch the end of the French Open. I don't want to see the Phillies lineup get shut out by Paul Skenes anyway. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. The ball's 1 strike to O'Neal Cruz. This is Christopher Sanchez, who's out there on the mound for Philadelphia. Cruz hitting .230. It's 12 homers on the season. 0-1 swing and a miss. He's really struggled against the Phillies this year. The ball's 2 strikes. Bottom of the first. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 0-2. Let's go! And the pitch is fouled away. Another membership. That's Renault Stevens, man. Woo! That's awesome. Thank you so much, man. The ball is 2 strikes. And the windup and the next pitch. It's outside and low for a ball. So, yeah, I got notification sound effects for donations, for memberships, and for subscribers. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And Christopher Sanchez records the first out via strikeout. Pew, pew, pew. When the going gets tough, the weak call out sick. Not us. Not us. We may have missed 5 innings yesterday, even though, to be fair, that was the quickest game ever. Might be exaggerating a little bit, but that was like a 2-hour game. Here's the pitch to Kutch. There's a ground ball base hit out over towards left center field. Gets on by Trey Turner. And Andrew McCutchen gets a 1-out single. On the defensive side of the diamond for the Phillies, they got Christopher Sanchez on the mound. Rafael Marchand's catching. Over at first base, it's Bohm. At second, it's Stott. At third, it's Kemp. Otto Kemp, that is. Shortstop is Trey Turner. Out in left field, it's Max Kepler. Center fielder is Brandon Marsh. And the right fielder is Nick Castellanos. Schwarber's DHing. Here's Brian Reynolds sitting on the right side. And he takes it outside for a ball. Oh, you meant Bryce. Well, that's true. Bryce is on the IL. That too. 1 out. And the 1-0 pitch. It's in there for a strike. It's a changeup. Rangers and Nationals are currently in a rain delay out in D.C. And the weather's supposed to be on and off here in Pittsburgh. 1 ball, 1 strike. The windup and the next pitch. Swing and a miss. Why can't Dave be as good? Can't explain it to you. The 1-2 pitch on the way, and that's taken down for a ball. You know, I will tell you, I know that we're looking at it in the now, and it might not sound as nice. 2-2, and that's down and in for ball 3. But, you know, as much as I want to ring, I do appreciate having a team that at least did go to the World Series. Because I didn't think I'd see that again. 3-2. Line drive, base hit out over to left field. And McCutchen stops over at second base. And so, 2 base runners on back-to-back singles with 1 out in the bottom of the first. What's up, Lou? I can't figure out why this isn't working. Pitch on the way. Ground ball bobbled by Turner. And nobody even moved. So there's 2 outs. See this again. Oh, he caught it. He caught it, and then he bobbled it. They didn't show that. They were late to cut it. And I was like, wait, why aren't they moving? I was like, well, I guess that makes sense. He must have caught it. And he did. So there's 2 outs. It's a line out. First pitch, foul ball. 0-1 pitch. This one's popped up over towards the third base side in fair territory. Kemp is going to get under it. They'll make the catch. Inning over. Side retired. Top of the second coming up. Turner drops another. Yeah. He caught it, and then as he tried to put it into his bare hand, he dropped it. So, there you go. That's what happened. Okay. Pop out over to third. Go into the second. All right. I want to figure out what the heck is wrong with this. Let's see if I can get Gabe to help me. Gabe, why won't my Ninja chat display on the screen when I click on it? Okay. Let's see if he answers. Good stuff. We're going to the second. Bohm, Castellanos, and Kepler are due up in the batting order. What are your final score predictions, guys? Hit the thumbs up button, too, by the way. And hit that subscribe button as well. No runs for either team so far. Phillies have yet to record a hit off of Paul Skenes. We're just in the top of the second, though. Here's Alec Bohm. And Skenes gets set and delivers. Throws a pitch. That's a little bit outside, but they tried to see if he went around. And he did not go. Scott Berry's the home plate umpire. James Jeans at first. Todd Tishner's at second. And Nestor Seja is at third. Bohm batting .274 on the year. And he'll ground the 1-0 over to third base. It's picked up by Cabrian Hayes, and he'll toss it over to first. So, 4 batters retired in a row by Paul Skenes. We said that Skenes has the second lowest ERA in the National League. Kodai Senga for the Mets has the lowest. And right behind him, it's Yoshinobu Yamamoto for the Dodgers in third. Pitch to Castillo, ground this one over to short. It's picked up by Kiner Falefa, and they'll throw it over to first for out number 2. 2 pitches and 2 away. I guess I don't have my notebooks here. Oh, I see where they are. They're down there, I think. Second, 2 pitches. Two ground outs. Here comes Kepler. And he takes a ball. It's downstairs. It's a 1-0 count. One-0 to Kepler. He'll fly this one out over towards deep center field. He'll stay in the ballpark, though, and Cruz gets under it, makes the catch. 4 pitches and 3 outs in this second inning. And that's how the second inning goes. We're going to the bottom of the second. No score. 4 pitches, 3 outs. That's what I'm going to say for this inning. 4 pitches, 3 outs. Okay. That's in my notes. Got it. I want to start taking some more notes because I think that for our post-game show, it would make it, more insightful. I know that it's hard to do because obviously we're a one-man show, and so, it's an extra thing. But I still think that would be valuable. Speaking of the post-game show, by the way, calling into the post-game show, or also just text the JJ hotline. It's 610-314-0844. After the game is done, and after I give my little opening monologue, you're more than welcome to come on and talk to me. I love phone calls. I love talking to people. I'm a man of the people. And I love talking about the Phils. Ay. What's up, Scott? What's going on, man? You see that Zach Wheeler is starting tomorrow. Yeah, I did. Lou says, JJ, I'm still enjoying the Super Bowl. I didn't think I would get one in my lifetime, and I got 2. I think we sacrificed all the other teams to the sports gods for it. That's my personal belief. Yeah, I will. I know that they didn't make it to the finish line in 2022, but I wasn't upset after they lost. I mean, I was upset, but I didn't feel like that. I felt like Houston was the better team. Like that was a magical run. And I will always be thankful for that. But I still want one. I still want one. We all do. 0-1. There's a slider. It's down and in for ball one. One ball, one strike. The pitch is in there for strike two. Sanchez comes set and deals. And the pitch is inside for ball two. I don't know who becomes the new manager. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the windup and the next pitch. And there's another swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts for Sanchez. Rack them up, chat. There we go. We love to mail in these travel days early games. Yeah. JJ running for president. I'm a man of the people. Don't steal my slogan. That's plagiarism, Michael. There's a pitch, and it's a changeup. And it was just a little bit low. It was a good pitch. Brian Hayes is up. The 1-0 on the way. Grounder back up the middle for a base hit. There's the 3rd single allowed today by Sanchez. Now, it doesn't give me a notification on who subscribes to the channel. That's interesting. I thought it did, but I guess not. Joe says, let's go, Philly. Hey, Coach, sorry I'm late, but I went to the eye doctors. But why? I couldn't see my ass playing today. The pitch. That's taken just a hair outside for a ball. I got a fever. And I need more runs. More cowbell. The pitch is taken down for ball 2. Oh, Ronald. I appreciate that, man. I do. To a pitch. There's a line drive it out over towards right center field. That's going to split the gap, go all the way over towards the wall. Rounding second, heading over to third is going to be Canario, or Hayes, that is. The throw to the plate, it's cut off, and it's not in time. And the Pirates take a 1-0 lead. Aww. That was bad to Ronald's comment. It's a little bit late. So there's an RBI double by Jared Triolo. He scored all the way from first. That makes it 1-0 Pittsburgh. Correct, Lil. One out, bottom of the second. And Kiner Falefa's up. And the pitch. It's taken down for a ball. Kiner Falefa hitting .304 this year. Has a homer and 14 RBI. He's 2 for 6 in this series so far. And the 1-0 is just chopped foul. Isaiah is also batting .300 in the month of June. Has only homered once this year. That was back on May 12th against the Mets. The 1-1 pitch. This one's chopped down the first base line, and it is a foul ball. Not by much. Where's everybody tuning on in from? Where's everybody tapping in from? Let us know down below. One and two is the count. Ten seconds left on the pitch clock. One away. And the 1-2 is going to be chopped foul. Where's everybody tapping on in from? We got Sunday Night Baseball tonight too, folks. Don't forget about that. And the 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. There is out number 2, the third strikeout from Christopher Sanchez. Collingswood, South Jersey. Collingswood. Monroe, Ohio. Brooklyn, New York. Pittsburgh. Ooh. The pitch on the way. It's taken for a strike. JJ, do you think that they'll fire Rob if they lose this game? Nope. Oh, one pitch. Swing and a miss. Oh, 2 on the way. Swing and a miss. And we're going to the top of the third. So Neil Cruz does strike out. And Sanchez strikes out the side. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. Here's Otto Kemp. First pitch. And it's going to be fouled off. The ball is one strike. Next pitch is fouled away. I don't know why that's not working. The ball's 2 strikes to Otto Kemp. The windup and the pitch. It's just up high. Paul Skenes still out there on the mound for Pittsburgh. 1-2. Fouled away. Let's see if this works. There we go. Got it. 1-2 pitch. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Nato Kemp strikes out. I fix it. I got it. You're the best. We need a spark today. Can't start a fire. Can't start a fire without a spark. Pitch is just a little bit low for a ball. Great, now I can display your chats. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Can you guys see it on the screen? Can you see my display of the chats? One pitch to Marsh. Line drive, base hit out towards right center field. And Brandon Marsh is able to get on with a single. And there's the first hit of the day for Philadelphia. Okay, good. JJ, are you going full Duck Dynasty? No. Yes, it's pretty cool, JJ. Nice. Great. Here's Rafael Marchand. And the pitch that he takes is just outside for ball 1. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Mod Squad, how we doing? How we doing on that? Stupidity, you threw a strike. Well, old man Ferguson, who do you want to win? 1-0 pitch, and it's in there for a strike. One to Marchand. Fly ball hit out over towards right field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Marsh is going to round second. He will head on over to third. The throw to second base to get Marchand. It's not in time. It bounces in front of the shortstop. It gets away from him. And Marsh is going to score. And the Phillies tie it up 1-1. Nice. That's one way to do it. We'll take it. That bounced right off of the bag at second base, and Kiner Felipe was looking up like, where did it go? And Marsh came on in to score. First pitch is taken down and away for a ball. One ball, no strikes to Bryson Stott, and the next pitch is outside for ball 2. Nice. Stott fouled out in the first. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well, folks. 2-0 pitch. It's in there for a strike. Let's go! Charge! 2 balls, 1 strike. Skenes comes set and fires, and it's outside. Ken Kraft, baby. Let's go. Zombie no short. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's a great song. It's such a vibe. It's like one of those songs that you just don't know the title to because it doesn't really have any lyrics except for oh. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That's how AI would read it. 3-2. Fouled away. It's like the Mission Impossible theme song. I didn't realize what that was called, and I had to look it up. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Stott. And the payoff pitch. And Stott is working up the count here, folks, as he fouls off the next pitch. He's putting up a fight. How about this? Grinding it out against Paul Skenes. 7 pitches in this at-bat. Three-two on the way, and Stott's going to pop this one up over towards the third base side in fair territory, but Cabrianes gets way under it and catches it for out number 2. Phillies are on fire. Fuego! Fuego! 2 away, top of the third. A runner on at second. That's Brandon Marsh. The pitch. And that's inside for a ball. It's being your signature celebration song is the right decision. Yeah. I mean, it's a good one. And it's definitely much needed after this team, it feels like, hasn't scored a run in forever. 1-0, and that's taken down for ball 2. They actually haven't scored a run when I've been on stream. They've been shut out because we started late. I think it was on Friday. Or no, Friday. Did they get shut out or did they just put up 1 run that was late? That wasn't a meaningful run. They haven't scored a meaningful run in a while. Yesterday, Kyle Schwarber did have a homer, but we missed it. So that didn't count. 2 balls, 1 strike. Skenes will get set again below the letters. Right-handed pitcher. He kicks, he deals, and Turner's going to ground this one over towards shortstop. Kiner Falefa plays it on a hop and throws a missile over to first in plenty of time. The inning is over, but the Phillies do strike back, and they get a run. It's Brandon Marsh, or Rafael Marchand, able to get a double that would score Brandon Marsh all the way from first base. We're going to the bottom of the third. 1-1 is the score. We'll take it. But hey, another runner left in scoring position. That's funny. Phillies did not get a runner home in scoring position, but you know, they had to leave their runners in scoring position. But at least they got a run home, right? That's the Phillies for you. JJ, how's Reese? Reese's doing really good. Reese's doing good. Reese's doing well. She's back to normal. She's a good girl. They walked off yesterday, too. Well, you mean the Pirates. Phillies didn't walk it off yesterday. Oh, Friday was the walk-off game. Yeah, they also did walk it off yesterday, too, on a sac fly. That's what Asia's saying. Try to make this bigger. I think I'll make it a little bit bigger. That's better. Maybe not. When people type in full sentences, I gotta make it smaller, I guess. But you guys type in very short sentences. I can't just customize it. Good to hear she's family. She is. She is. Let's play the Rockies today at 3:10 p.m. Eastern Time. As we mentioned before, the Rangers and the Nationals are currently in a rain delay. Padres and Brewers are scoreless. They're in the top of the 6th. The Rays have a 3-2 lead in the bottom of the 8th against the Miami Marlins. That's been a heck of a series. Bottom of the 3rd, and McCutchen will lead it off. And the first pitch is swung on and missed. It was a slider. Phillies are 37-27. They've lost 9 of their last 10 games. Pirates are 25-40. 0-1 pitch to Kutch. Fly ball hit out over towards deep center field. That's going back over towards the track, and Marsh makes the leaping catch in front of the Xfinity sign. Wow. Nice play by Marsh. He got there, he jumped up, hit into the wall, and McCutchen thought he was going to get a double at the very least, and Marsh said no. And he just got there, reached up, got it, and there is out number 1. Wow. Shocked me. 1 away in the bottom of the 3rd, and Brian Reynolds takes a hack at a changeup and is down in the count 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch is down for ball 1. That was a nice catch. Wait, an outfielder caught one finally? Yeah, and it wasn't actually a pop out. It was actually a nice catch. 1-1 pitch. This one's chopped foul over towards the third base side, and there is strike 2. I'm curious to see how much the delay is from the regular chat to this chat. I'm sure we'll find out. 1-2 is a breaking ball that's in the dirt. The count is 2-2. Marsh had to go all the way back, and then he had to run diagonally towards his right side, and he reached up with his glove, and also jumped, crashed on into the wall, and caught it. The pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes. What's up, Stoney? How are you, Stoney? Payoff pitch on the way. It's down and in for ball 4. And there is a 1-out walk. They'll bring him Nick Gonzalez. He didn't drop it. Yeah, baby. Not only did he not drop it, but he actually made a nice catch. That was a good catch. The pitch. There's a sinker. Catches the inside corner for strike 1. Gonzalez lined out in the first. He's 0 for 1. 0-1 pitch. Line drive caught by Stott at second. The throw back to first, not in time. Tell you what. I mean, Pirates are hitting the ball hard. Phillies defense has actually woke up. Okay. Look at Sanchez getting help from his defense. That was it right to him, but even still, we'll take it. Two outs. And here's a changeup that's in there for strike 1. Well, man, Ferguson says Sanchez loves to work up the pitch count. I don't know if he loves to, but he's doing it. Maybe he does love it. Davis takes ball 1. Just a hair upstairs. At this time of my stream, the hour marker yesterday, we would have been in the 9th inning. The 8th, actually. 1-1 pitch. This one is popped up over towards Bryson Stott. And he'll make the catch. and the side is retired. We're going to the top of the fourth. And so, Christopher Sanchez gets some help from his defense, and the Phillies are still tied 1-1. Fighting's done giving away wins. It's time for reality, says James. Roger that, my friend. I hope so. I really do. I don't think you guys realize, yes, have we been hard on the team? Of course, but you have no idea how badly I want this team to go on like a 20-game winning streak. I want it badly. I do. Uh, 42 subscribers away from 6K, man. We're sniffing it. We are sniffing it. If you have not done so already, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell icons too. John says, shh. Shh. Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. Max, what's up, Max? How are you, my friend? It's good to see you on here. See, I'm displaying your chat now. Oh, Max, I also figured out, it wasn't just me, but it was also some other friends who helped me yesterday fix the OBS thing. They were like, you know what, you should set up alerts for when people subscribe to your channel, or not when they subscribe, but like when they donate or give memberships. And we finally figured that out. And I was like, you know what? It's time to move. It's time to expand. Try to expand things. I can't speak today. First pitch, it's in there for a strike, and Schwarber is up. And he takes a splitter that's down for ball one. Paul Skenes is still pitching, by the way. It's 1-1 strike to Kyle Schwarber. We are 42 subs away, folks, from 6K. 1-1. There's a pitch that's in there on the inside corner for strike two. Shout to Max. 1-2 on the way. It's low and outside for ball two. If you love the Yankees, if you like the Packers, if you even like the Rockets, that's your guy. 2-2 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. And Kyle Schwarber is down on strikes for the second time today. He is really in a slump now. Maybe the May that Kyle had is the new June. Maybe that's what it is. Don't know. The pitch to Bohm. It's inside for ball one. Max. The 1-0 to Bohm. It's low and outside for ball two. Stay with us on the pessimistic train. That way everything is a surprise, says John. Ooh. I'd rather not, but that's what this team is doing. 2-0 pitch. Popped foul and now to play by Alec Bohm. Saw Max is a cute and huge cat. Yes. Yes, he does. 2-1. This one's going to be grounded over towards first base. Stumbling is Triolo, but he'll throw it back over towards the bag. And Skenes goes to cover it. And it's good enough for out number 2. Heck yeah, man. That's what's up. Booyah! to go. 2 up, 2 down. In the top of the fourth. What's that? 3-1 ground out. Nick Castellanos is coming up to the plate. Guys, what's your favorite baseball food? Favorite baseball food is blank. What is a must that you have to get at the ballpark? Or if you were to go to a ballpark, what are you getting? Pitch is taken down low and outside for a ball. And the next pitch is outside for ball 2. I know if I ever go to the White Sox Stadium, that cake shake is coming into the stomach. That's entering into the esophagus, and it's going to be processed. 2-0. That's in there for a strike. Can't wait to try Kyle's cutlets. Is Ninja Chat far behind? Let's see. How far behind is Ninja Chat? There we go. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wow, it is that far behind. Jeez. Hey, JJ, what do you say? How's you feeling today? I'm feeling good, dude. Wow, that is that far behind. It just says hot dogs. Hot dogs sound good. 2-2. That's taken outside for ball 3. John says beer. Beer's expensive, dude. It's expensive. 3-2. Swing and a miss. And Castellanos is down on strikes. And we're going to the bottom of the fourth. I'm laughing because coming into the stomach. Okay. I didn't realize how bad that sounded until you said it like that. But yeah. Nah, it ain't coming. It's going in. And it ain't coming out. Just like the orange juice here. Cheers. Whatever $10 drinks there are. $8 hot dogs. $8 hot dogs? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? $8 hot dogs? Ew. That's disgusting. Mac and Mango pizza. I've never had Mac and Mango pizza. Is that what I need to put on my ballpark foods list to try? Soft pretzels. Soft pretzels at the ballpark are good. Everything is just overpriced. It really is. Why did I hear that with a Scottish accent? I don't know. Maybe you have Scottish accent JJ turned on. Maybe you have that filtered on here. I have no clue. We want $1 dog night. Any way you look at it, you just blame it on the umpires. Everything is the umpire's fault. That sounds mean. I'm sorry. There are actually good umpires out there. But yeah. Hot dogs. Yes. Christopher Sanchez is going to pitch the bottom of the fourth. We're knotted up at 1 apiece. And the pitch, swing and a miss. How did we get here, JJ? Just a little recap. Phillies put up a run. Actually, the Pirates put up a run first in the bottom of the second on a RBI double by Jared Triolo. And the 0-1 pitch fouled away. Rafael Marchand would then tie it up in the top of the third as he had a double to right, and Marsh ended up scoring on a throwing error by Nick Gonzalez. That's not really what it was. The ball ended up hitting the second base bag, and it just bounced away, so I guess they just called it an error. That makes no sense. 0-2, swing and a miss. It gets on by Marchand. The throw over to first. It was low, and Bohm was able to just catch it, but there is out number 1 so far. How do you feel about this umpire so far? Scott Barry, so far, so good. If we're not commenting on the umpire, they're doing good. Stay out of the way. Citi Field has $5 dogs every Tuesdays. Well, I know a ballpark that used to have dollar dog nights, and now they don't. Pitch, and that's taken down for a ball. Cabrian Hayes is up. That was salty. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Dower doggies. Yes. And Gen X Colt, appreciate you for renewing your membership. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the next pitch is taken down for ball 2. 20 sinkers today thrown by Sanchez, 17 changeups, and 14 sliders. JJ got fired up. I did. I lost my cool. 2-1. Grounded over to short. Turner will pick it up. And he throws it over to first. And it's in time for out number 2. Bilbo! What's up, Bilbo? How are you? I'm doing good. So far, technology has been great. You can also see your chats now once I click on it. JJ, that was mean. That was cold. It was. Pitch. That's outside for a ball. But it also gets the people who are tuning in on their phones. Maybe it woke them up. So I see that as a good thing. Because I was also loud for a sec. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Now we did it. I'm doing fantastic. The win streak begins today, says Bilbo. Let's go. 1-1. That's inside for ball 2. Two outs. Bottom of the 4th. Again, Phillies and Pirates tied 1-1. 2-1 delivery from Sanchez. And that's in there for strike 2. Tuesday's games at Iron Pigs Dower Dog Nights. That does sound good. Got to make my way down to Lehigh Valley this year. I do. Maybe we could see Justin Crawford again. 2-2 pitch on the way. Fly ball hit out over towards straightaway center field. Marsh comes running in to try to make the diving catch. It bounces in front of him, and he plays it on a hop. Throws it over to second. And it's a single by Jared Triolo. Again, just not being able to recognize when to dive. And thank goodness, he got it into the glove. Wasn't really even a full dive. Just sort of, that's like the middle of a slide dive. Here's the pitch to Kiner Falefa. And it's a foul ball. What's up, Randy? Randy's here. Shout out to Randy. Shout out to every single one of you. The ball is 1 strike. Sanchez comes set and deals. And the pitch is inside for ball 1. Ay. Ronald. What's up, Ronald? The Nerve Top 10 Most Expensive Parks. Number 10. Down Pitt. Number 10 down. Pittsburgh's at number 10. Phillies are at number 9. O's are at number 8. Sox are at number 7. We'll get back to that in just a second. They're going to get Triolo in a rundown here as Sanchez throws it over to first and then throws it over to second base. Turner covers second. And there we go. I think that's what ended up happening. And we're going to the top of the fifth. Connor Falefa lined out the short. That's what happened. Missed that because the screen froze. We're going to the top of the fifth inning. 1-1 is the score. Okay. The top 10 most expensive parks, counting down from 10. Pittsburgh, PNC Park, Citizens Bank Park, Camden Yards, and you got the White Sox, right? A's, Nats, Cubs, Red Sox, Mets, and San Francisco. I will tell you, though, I know it's not called Coca-Cola Park anymore. I think it's AT&T, right? I should know these things, but it keeps changing. AT&T, I'm saying that all these ballparks keep changing. Like Miller Park, it's not called Miller Park anymore. I think it's called Great American Family Park. But yeah, it's a cool stadium. I've always wanted to go there. That's on my list. YouTube hates me. I got 45-minute commercials multiple times during a 15-minute video. Good luck trying to go to sleep with something soothing playing. Well, that's true. Left out Yankee Stadium. You left out Yankee Stadium, Ronald. Is that expensive there? Fenway's expensive. That ain't cheap. Are you saying expensive as meaning like the most expensive to build ballparks? The ball is one strike. The pitch. Oh, top 10 for food. For food. Got you. 0-1, swinging the miss to Max Kepler. 0-2 pitch on the way, and a called strike 3. That's in there for out number 1 and strikeout number 5 for Paul Skenes. JJ, where's the Sky Dome on that list? It's not my list. It ain't my list. Everything is my fault. I'm sorry. I know everything is my fault. I just need to take accountability for my actions. Here's the pitch to Otto Kemp, swinging the miss. What's up, Dallas? Shout out to Dallas, by the way. Dallas, how the Jays doing today? 0-1. It's down and away for a ball. Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Finals tomorrow night. Excited about that. Series is tied, man. It is a tied series. 1-1. Foul ball. We love you, JJ. I love you guys, too. How's Molly doing, by the way? Molly is Dallas's dog. 9 years old, right? I think you said 9. 1-2 pitch on the way. This one's chopped foul. Over towards the third base dugout. Let's go. Phillies, let's go. Charge! 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out, top of the 5th. And the pitch to Otto is down and away for ball 2. Blue Jays lead it 1-0 against the Twins in the bottom of the 2nd. I have Bowden Francis pitching today. He better pitch well for me. 2-2. Way outside for ball 3. John says that he'll have a Dak Prescott. It's expensive and doesn't get you there. That's like SEPTA being the Philly way to go. Dak Prescott, the Dallas way to go. The 3-2 pitch. Fouled away. Dak Prescott, the Dallas way to go. That's the top most expensive concessions in MLB as of 2024, according to ESPN. Makes sense. 3-2. That's just inside to Otto Kemp, and he gets aboard. Charge! I was focused on playing the keyboard. My invisible keyboard. The pitch on the way, and that's way outside for ball one. Molly is good. Yes, she is 9 or 10. Gotcha. Kemp leads off over at first. 1 ball, no strikes. Brandon Marsh is up. He singled his last time up and also scored a run, and he takes the 1-0 wide for ball 2. And Henry Davis is going to go have a talk with Paul Skenes to try to get on the same page. Excuse. Where were the Blue Jays on that list? That's a good question. I'll have a 76ers, non-alcoholic, and you could still get a hangover. I like that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We have 162 concurrent viewers on here. 60 likes. Let's get to a hundo. Let's go. Let's get to 200 likes. That'd be even better. 2 balls, no strikes to Brandon Marsh. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. Skenes gets set below the letters and throws the next pitch way outside again for ball 3. Okay. The count is now 3-0. Three balls, no strikes. And the 3-0, here it is. That was a little bit outside, but it's called a strike. Oh, gosh. Three balls, 1 strike. Toss bat to first, and Kemp is safe. The tag was late. 3-1 is the count to Brandon Marsh. 68 pitches for Paul Skenes. 3-1 delivery. That was a strike, and Marsh fouls it off. Just got a piece of it. Let's go. Now we're at 70 likes. Keep the likes coming. 94 of you have not hit the thumbs up button. Let's go. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch, here it is. Swing and a miss. And the throw, the second base to get Kemp. He is out at second. Oh, no, they said that he's safe. They said that he was safe at second base. I thought he was swiped. Right on the left elbow. Let's see if they're going to review it. That looked like he was out at first. Umpire didn't really get the best angle there. Kemp was running on over to second. He dove really early. The throw was high by Davis, and Kiner Falefa tried to swipe him, and I thought that he got him on the left shoulder. That's what I thought. And then as his hand was off the bag, they tried to get him on the second attempt. And, of course, Don Kelly is challenging. He is. He got him right on the left. He got him. He got him on the left shoulder. The call's overturned, and he is out. And that's going to end the inning. A strike him out, throw him out. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. Still a 1-1 game. Sounds like he was clearly out. To be fair, the second base umpire was towards the left side and behind second base, so we didn't get the best angle. Okay. JJ, what's up, my man? What's up, Joe? How are you, Joe? Awful call. Marsh should have walked. Yep. I agree. Let's write that down in the notes. Fifth inning. Marsh. 3-0 count. Strikes out. Strikeout, throw out. Okay. So Campoit. Strikeout to end the inning. Twins just got 2 goals. Stupid game. Darn it. Bowden Francis, tell him to wake up. My Phillies are still looking great with base runners, aren't they? Aren't they looking good, my cool hooks? They're looking great so far. Dodgers have a 3-0 lead. That's not good for me either. Darn it. Can my pitchers step up in fantasy baseball? Please. And thank you. Do we have a Blue Jays fan in here? Asia, yes, we do. O'Neal Cruz is up. And the pitch is in there for a strike. Ted! What's up, Ted? How are you? What's up, Ted? The ball is 1 strike to O'Neal Cruz. Sanchez with 62 pitches. He's pitching here in the bottom of the 5th. 0-1 delivery. It's outside for ball 1. Hanging with JJ, says Ted. Let's go. After the game is done, calling into the postgame show, 1-1, swing and a miss. That was a 95-mile-per-hour sinker that was inside, and it swung O'Neal Cruz out of his shoes. Phillies money line right now, plus 110. So they are not picked to win. Pirates are at minus 140. 42 more subscribers so we get to 6,000. Oh, we're so close, folks. 1-2 delivery. Here it comes. This one's going to be grounded over towards the right side. Stott will pick it up, and he'll just toss it over to first, and 1 away. Ronald says, with all the collusion with the owners, it's got to be by pennies, the difference in food cost. You would think. You would think. We're talking about most expensive concession stands. That's what we're talking about. If you want to join on in the conversation, please feel free to do so. The pitch, it's in there for a strike. But the question really was, if you were to go to the ballpark, what are you eating at the ballpark? We're going for a cheesesteak. What are we going for? The ball is 1 strike. And the pitch, it's a changeup. It's on the outside corner. Old man Ferguson with the rhetorical question, why can't a batter appeal to the second base ump on balls and strikes? Because it's not a crooked look. It's a straight-on look. I don't know. I was trying to make a joke. I don't think that worked out. I swung on and missed. That's okay. I'm fine with trying to swing for the fences sometimes. As long as I'm not in a slump like this whole entire team. The ball's 2 strikes, and the 0-2 pitch to McCutcheon. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout by Sanchez. 6 today. 1, 2. Shalosh. Arba. Hamesh. And Shaish. Started off with English, the first 2. Then we went to Hebrew. That's okay. The pitch. That's in there for a strike. Carlos Alcaraz is an insane tennis player. Well, yeah, he is. That's why he was ranked number 2. That's why I'd say he's pretty good. He's one of the best. The ball's 2 strikes to Brian Reynolds, hitting on the right side. 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th. Nobody on. 0-2 pitch. Just a hair inside at 97. We got 76 likes, 162 people on here watching. Let's go. Let's get to 200. Keep the likes coming. 1-2 delivery on the way. Swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to the Pirates here in the bottom of the 5th, and we're heading to the 6th. All tied at 1 apiece. Yeah, baby. Told you Christopher Sanchez was going to be my... There we go. Shh. Bo's up. Baby Bo. Baby Bo's up at the plate. Shh. Quiet. It's like golf. You gotta be quiet every time Baby Bo is up. I don't really follow football since Dallas Mod Girl. Liar. Liar. John says, I'll have an order of Philly fries. It's a big, expensive container with pretty graphics, but only contains 1 or 2 fries. You know, John, if you ever come down to the ballpark, and Dallas, you too, if you're ever in the Philadelphia area, and you happen to go to a game with me, we're letting you try the crab fries. It's not actual crab fries, right? It's just fries. They say it's just with Old Bay seasoning, but there's more magic to it. I feel there has to be. And the cheese is really, really good. Gotta try one. Gotta try just one. Just one. Just one. Rafael Marchand's up. Some people are like, well, it's just fries with Old Bay. It's freaking awesome. They're so good. You're missing out. Sounds delicious. It really is good. The ball is 1 strike. And the pitch on the way, swing and a miss. The crab fries is good. It's a ripoff, but it's still good. The ball is 2 strikes to Rafael Marchand. And the pitch is inside for a ball. Is that the Chickies and Pete's place? Yes. Yes. Chickies. Dickies. Dickies and Pete's. 1-2. Fly ball hit out over towards deep right center field. Cruz gets over to it, though, towards the alleyway, and he'll make the catch. And 1 away in the top of the 6th. Where's Larry at? Did Larry leave us? Larry's going to miss trivia. Dickie and Pete. Little Dickie and Pete. The pitch to Bryson Stott. It's upstairs at 97 miles per hour. Oh, now we're allowed to get loud because Bo's on second. Bo's on second. That's an equivalent to an alarm. 1 ball, 1 strike. Old man Ferguson with the optimism. He says, pop-up Stott. 1-1. Fly ball hit out over towards deep right field. That'll stay in the ballpark. Not a pop out, but a fly out. And there's 2 away. They have Chickies and Pete in Pittsburgh, too. Yes, it is a Pennsylvania thing. 2 away, top of the 6th. Ronald's trying to redeem him. He says he's showing some pop, Stott is. He didn't mean to say pop out. He said show some pop. Trying to cover him up. Pitch to Trey Turner. Swing and a miss. Give us something to cheer for. Come on. Charge! 0-1 delivery. Nets inside for a ball. Old man knows what's up. Where's old man Jenkins? 1-1 pitch to Turner, and he slaps it foul and out of play. How's Fitzy's Red Sox play tonight against the Yanks? Man, a lot of people are going to be streaming that game, including us. 1-2 pitch. It's downstairs for ball 2. Pittsburgh is a wannabe Philly city. You're not wrong about that. This ballpark, though, is so awesome. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Trey Turner gets fooled on the changeup in the dirt. And so, some of the fans eating their hot dogs celebrating Paul Skenes, who's just allowed 2 hits today. And that was back in the 2nd, or the 3rd, that is. And we're going to the bottom of the 6th. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. See you soon. According to Bob Nightingale, we got breaking news. The Philadelphia Phillies, the Seattle Mariners, the Chicago Cubs, and San Diego Padres are expected to be the most aggressive teams at the trade deadline. The Phillies are going to be looking for a center fielder and bullpen help. That's the breaking news that we got 7 hours ago. You're welcome. I had to play you on there. I had to troll. I did. I had to keep you on your toes because this team is not doing that today. They're really not. We're going to the bottom of the 6th, and the pitch on the way. Fly ball hit out over towards deep left field, and Kepler gets under it in front of the track, and he'll make the catch. There's 1 out. One out in the bottom of the 6th. Don't forget to call into the show, 610-314-0844 after the game. You can leave a voicemail message, though. I just won't answer. Or you can text. The pitch. That's taken for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. And the 0-1 fouled away from Henry Davis. Phillies did actually make a move earlier today. Phillies did get Ryan Susick off waivers from the White Sox. They ended up optioning him to the FCL, that's the Florida Complex League. And right-handed pitcher Kyle Tyler has been DFA'd. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the 1-2 delivery is taken in the dirt for ball 2. 80 likes, 139 people watching. Let's get to a hundo. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And 2-2 pitch. This one is popped up, foul territory. That goes out of play. DMG, you don't say goal in baseball. She's just joking. She knows. She's joking. She's joking. You probably didn't know. But yeah, she jokes. Don't take Dallas seriously. You got a goal for Bo and a goal for Vladdy. 2-2. That's inside for ball 3. She knows. I love baseball, says Sarah Langs. I love baseball too. Three-two pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout by Sanchez. 8 today. Whew. Sarah Lang said, I love baseball. And she retweeted Pete Alonso celebrating his with his signature kick after winning the post-national anthem standoff with Zach Agnes. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. And Canario's up. And he fouls off the pitch. Rack up the strikeouts in the chat. Let's go. The ball's 1 strike. And the 0-1. That's outside for a ball. I know baseball's a business, says Old Man Ferguson. We need a few players with some players. We need a few players with some players' enthusiasm. What that? Are you saying that you need a few players with enthusiasm? Is that what you're trying to say? 1-1, swing and a miss. It's a little bit confusing for me sometimes to read your messages. I know that sometimes, the talk to text doesn't help, but I would appreciate it if you guys did some spell checking, because it makes it easier for me to process. 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout by Sanchez. He's been sensational today. 9 strikeouts for Christopher Sanchez. Old Man Ferguson says, yeah, the players are boring. Well, I'm not boring. Oh, but JJ, you're not a player. I know. I'm a play caller. But if you guys aren't feeling bored, hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button. If you're feeling bored, get the hell out. Just kidding. Don't leave. JJ, you have a tendency to read what you think, not what's actually written. Yeah. Old Man Ferguson says, didn't say you. I know. I'm not a player. But I was trying to make a little segue. That's what I was trying to do. Epic fail. That's okay. See, did you see Marsh? He almost caught an interception. Sia would have said that he's unstoppable today. Get the pun? Anybody a fan of Sia? Here's Old Man Ferguson's takes. Baseball players are boring, and Jordan Romano and Brandon Marsh need showers. That's it. JJ, can the Phillies please win today? Yes. The pitch. Swing and a foul ball from Kyle Schwarber. The ball is one strike. And the pitch to Schwarber is in there for strike 2. Larry's going to miss out on a good trivia question. Darn it. If he's not back in time. 0-2. That's outside for a ball. I'm a fan of Sia. I like Sia. David says I get it. Yeah, I would expect more of the younger generation to get it. I do like Sia. 1-2 pitch to Schwarber. He'll chop this one over towards the first base side. Triolo plays it on 2 bounces over towards the line and fields it and tags the bag. Call him live on the air. Yo, Larry, the meatloaf. One away, top of the 7th, and now Bohm is up. He's 0 for 2. The pitch. It's outside for a ball. Larry, we miss you. You're live on the air in front of 148 people. Where are you? 1-0, swing and a miss. Sky's back to sleep also. Wake up and smell the roses. 1-1. Ground ball hit over to third base. It's picked up by Hayes, and we'll throw it over to first in time for out number 2. To be fair, though, I mean, he's in Sydney, Australia. Like, that's pretty early. It is. That's pretty early. Hey, Aiden Miller made a nice catch. I don't know if Jack is here, but Aiden Miller made a nice catch. Two outs, top of the 7th. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Schwarber's going to hit a touchdown here. Maybe in the 9th, if he bats then. Wake up and smell the crab fries and the cake shakes. Smell the water tubes. Do it live. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch, here it is. Swing and a miss on a 99-mile-per-hour fastball. This guy has thrown 92 pitches. And he's throwing 99. It's ridiculous. 1-2 pitch. There's a line drive diving catch by Brian Hayes. He hung on to it. That thing was roped right over to him. We're going to the bottom of the 7th, and we're still tied 1-1 in what has been an incredible game between the both of these teams. Sarcastic. Trivia time. Let's go. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button as well. Wakey, baby. I'm going to ask you a Phillies trivia question. And if you get it right, you will hear this. If you get it wrong, you'll hear this. The trivia question. Okay. Which Phillies pitcher threw a shutout, a complete game shutout, on Roy Halladay's 44th birthday? Well, it would have been his 47th birthday, sorry. Which Phillies pitcher threw a complete game shutout on what would have been Roy Halladay's 47th birthday? Anybody know? Hamels. That's actually a good guess. Christopher Sanchez. Lenny Dykstra. Aaron Nola. That's correct. Aaron Nola, on May 14th of last year, threw a complete game shutout against the New York Mets on what would have been Roy Halladay's birthday. That is correct. Good job. Very, very good job to Steve. Steve, shout out to Steve, man. You did awesome there. Let's give you a round of applause. Where is that? There it is. Be right back. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. See you soon. Bilbo, I'm laughing at your comment from a while ago. We have to force a turnover on this possession. That's funny. They continue to lose me shekels. Got to go back to Israel soon, man. I miss it there. Would have never gotten that one. Was that a good trivia question? Larry says, I've been listening. Well, I called your name a couple times and you didn't respond. But that's okay. The question should be, will Nola ever throw another shutout again? Old Man Ferguson says, hell no. Old Man Ferguson, if he throws a shutout again, if he does throw a shutout again, when the day comes, you should become a member. Become a member if that day happens. Again. Bottom of the 7th. It's 1-1 out of PNC Park. Was that a good trivia question? Did the judges approve in the chat? I did my homework, guys. I looked up a trivia question before, and I had to do some hunting, and I thought, you know what? That might be a good one. I was like thinking about complete game shutouts. And I was thinking, well, what's like a one that's sort of like a diamond in the rough type of a thing, and I thought that was a good one. The pitch. There's a line drive base hit out to right field. It's going to be played on the hop by Nick Castellanos. He'll throw it on in over to second base, and there's a leadoff single. It's okay if Noah's washed. We've only got him signed for 5 more years, says Larry. Love the optimism. JJ was prepared, says Larry. Larry approves. Larry approves. Let's go. A runner on at first. And the pitch is taken inside for a ball. Larry, that's sarcasm. Yeah, you can't ever take Larry seriously. Please get the outs. Please get the outs. Please. 1-0 pitch. That's fouled away. One foul ball. Jeff Kerr on Twitter said, really surprised to see Christopher Sanchez out here to start the 8th. And I just replied, and I said, you mean the 7th, right? Just acting dumb. 1-1, swing and a miss. JJ's usual trivia. Which Phillies? No, wait. When did the Phillies... wait a sec. A gifted membership, baby! Let's go! Thank you so much. Appreciate you. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 7th. Sanchez is on the mound. Probably wondering what was that music, but that's because it notified us that we got a membership. Woohoo! Woohoo! Will became a member, and PJ just bought me a membership. You're awesome, man. You're awesome. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch on the way. Foul ball. Good job, PJ. Let's go. Shout out to PJ. Runner goes, 1-2 pitches down for a ball. The throw to second base. Not in time. Marchand's looking at the dugout saying, should they challenge? And they're not showing to see if Rob said yes or no. Don't think that they are. Let's see. The throw over to second. No, it was not in time. Did we get another membership? Did we get another membership? Denbro! Woo! You're the man. The man. Let's go. Oh, that's awesome. Shout out to Denbrew. Jeff Kerr just changed his tweet. He said, really surprised to see Christopher Sanchez out there for the 7th. They are challenging. They didn't say they were challenging. After the call, he's ruled out. Okay. They didn't say it was challenging. But the call's overturned, and he got him. He did. That's a very good angle that they showed us, and they finally showed that one to us, and that was the determining angle. Wow. 1 out, bottom of the 7th. They didn't even say that he was challenging. Good job. Rob threw the red flag. They didn't show him challenging, nothing. Thanks for the late call, guys. I'm not saying to you guys. I'm saying to the casters. 2-2 pitch. This one's popped up over towards shallow center field. Who's going to get it? Stott. It's called off by Marsh, and Marsh just made the catch. Oh, my gosh. He just caught it above the ground. Oh, my gosh. He said, wait, I got it. And then Marsh came running on in, and he just caught it above the ground. Marsh is... yeah, speed up, man. 2 away in the bottom of the 7th. And the pitch is outside for a ball. JJ, you said he was safe. They didn't give us a good angle. It looked like the call was that he was safe, and I thought that it looked like he was safe. And then they showed us another angle, and he was out. That would have been part of JJ's rant. Oh, it is going to be a part of my rant. 2 outs in the pitch. There's a grounder. It's hit over to shortstop. Trey Turner has it on a hop, throws it over to first. It's in time for out number 3. We're going to the 8th inning, folks. We're going to the 8th inning. Let's do bottom 7th. Marsh. Catch. But. Stott. No communicate. No calm, I'll say. And then we'll say Marshawn's pickoff. Marshawn pickoff. Call overturned. No rant today, JJ. We're winning this game. We're not here to. You might not hear a rant today, but you're still gonna hear things that I didn't like. But you're also, if the Phillies do win, I will sigh. I will sigh. Let's go, baby. All right. It's time to wake 'em up, baby. It's time. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, every single human being, get the alarm clocks out. Because it's time to wake up, baby! It's time! Let's go. You're just going to knock some skulls. I really am. They don't win this. The pitch, there's a ground ball. It's hit over to shortstop. And the throw over to first is in time. One pitch, one out. Good job. Good job, Kepler. Ashcraft is warming up in the bullpen. That's Braxton Ashcraft. That's the brother of Graham Ashcraft. Plays for the Cincinnati Reds. I had a little piece of food that I didn't realize was stuck in my tooth. And I just got it, and I'm like, oh, wait, what's that? There we go. It's like a little bit of extra food that I didn't realize I had. Pitch. It's taken for a ball to Otto Kemp. JJ swinging the bat like we've been misbehaving. 1-0. Swing and a miss. We're at 86 likes. We're at 86. We're not even at 100. Let's go. 96 total pitches for Paul Skenes. And the 1-1 pitch. This one's going to be grounded over to third. Braze plays it on a hop. Shuffles his feet. Throws it over to first. 2 up, 2 down. Jim Jackson. I often say that there's nothing better than the Stanley Cup playoffs, and he's right about that. And I'll stand by that, but the Alcaraz Sinner French Open final on TNT was right there. Can't wait to watch the highlights of that. All right, 2 away in the top of the 8th, and that is going to be it for Paul Skenes. His night is done, 7 2/3, and he matched Christopher Sanchez. He gets a standing ovation from the Pittsburgh faithful, and the Pirates will be right back. Okay. It's starting to get a little bit dark here. I don't like that. I don't like that. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. We're at 90 likes. Oh, we're so close to 100. I could sniff it. I can sniff it. I'm a dog. The Tigers lead 4-0. Oh, darn it. I had the Cubs pitcher going today. How long did he last? 5 innings. Give up 4 earned runs. Damn, that sucks. He's going to get the loss. Darn it. Reds and D-backs. Did I have any pitcher going in that game? No. Guardians lead at 4-2 in the bottom of the 7th. I think I had the Guardians pitcher. No, I did not. I had the Astros pitcher. He went 6 innings. He only gave up 2 earned runs, though. He did good. He's not going to get me the win. That's fine. JJ, are you streaming the playoffs later tonight? After the Sunday night game is done, yeah. We'll finish out the rest of the stream with the playoffs. All right, how's that sound? We will. 200 likes, baby. Did we get to 200? I think we're at 93. Correct? Are we at 93? But yeah, let's get to 200. I would love that. Braxton Ashcraft is going to pitch 6 innings, no homers allowed, 6 strikeouts, 1 walk, and a 143 OPP. Opposing batting average. That's OBA. Sorry. OPP. I don't know why I thought about that. 0-1 pitch. That's a foul ball. We got Sox and Yankees tonight, and then after that we'll finish out the rest of the playoff game. We'll do that. $96 likes. No balls, 2 strikes to Brandon Marsh. 0-2 on the way. How does he not get the call there? That was at the knees. Okay, we'll take it. I didn't see anything. That was a ball. That was a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good eye. The pitch. Let's take him down for ball 2. I'm so troll. 2-2 pitch on the way. Foul ball. That's a ball all day. Yeah. Yeah. You saw that thing really well. Two-two pitch. That's the same pitch. It's called a ball. Don Kelly is not happy. Same pitch. 3-2 on the way. Fouled away. Ugh, man. Good eye. Bilbo says good eye. 3-2, that's down low for ball 4. Let's go. Let's go. Good job, Brandon. There you go. Good for you, man. 2 outs, top of the 8th. And Rafael Marchand's up. The pitch to Marchand. There's a ground ball hit towards the right side. Second baseman has it on a bounce. And the throw to first is in time for out number 3. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. 1-1 is the score. Bet that guy is pissed, says old man Ferguson. I bet you he is probably not happy. Paul Skenes, May 18th against the Phillies. 8 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 9 strikeouts. Today against the Phillies. Well, I mean, pretty much the same thing. 7 2/3, right? And just absolutely dominated. Only gave up 1 run. It wasn't even an earned run. 7 2/3, 2 hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. Smells good. 100 likes, baby. Let's go. Let's go. If somebody wants to, I actually want to hear. I would love to hear, and we're going to hear it sometime. Never mind. JJ, what's that smell? Can't you smell that smell? Ooh, that smell. The smell that is around you. Anybody? Anyone? Leonard Skinnerd. Ooh, that smell. Can't you smell that smell? Catnip. Yeah. From Jose Alvarado, right? What did John Johnson say? The Phillies need a small shakeup, a major shakeup, or a time to correct issues. I like this question. Chat, what do you think? Do the Phillies need a small shakeup? A. B. A major shakeup. Or C. Time to correct issues. The smell of death surrounds you. Yeah. The pitch. That's taken down for a ball at 95. O'Neal Cruz is up. He's 0 for 3 today. And the pitch. They tried to see if he went around. He did not. Well, Sanchez is not going to get the win for me. Bilbo says a small shakeup. So that's A. I chose that answer. That wasn't really my answer, but okay. I just pressed on it for like no reason. Larry, that's not an answer. The options are the Phillies need a small shakeup, a major shakeup, or time to correct issues. You lost. 3-0 pitch. Nat's taken inside for ball 4. Larry's breaking the rules. Rob's going to go out there and make a move. Sanchez was still pitching. 4 pitches allowed on the leadoff walk to start off the 8th inning, and that's going to be it for Sanchez. Okay. Great. Now it's going to be it. Go all out, says John. Time to correct issues, says Shante. Bilbo says small shakeup. Cass says major shakeup. Time to correct. They are beat up physically, and we'll get it together, says Michael. Big Mo DB says A. That's what I would have went with. David says A too. Can't help it. The correct answer wasn't an option. Well, you failed. That wasn't a part of the multiple choice. Larry's like one of those people that I don't know if you guys ever taken like Scantron tests. I don't know. I know that I did, right? Scantron's basically like you get multiple choice answers and they scan the multiple choice, and rather than just the teachers grading them by hand, it's an electronic grading device that they use to grade tests. Larry on the Scantron would have just put and you get the A, B, C, D, E answers, and you got to like fill in those bubbles. That's why they call it Scantron. But Larry puts on the Scantron. They need a full rebuild for that. Larry circles E, none of the above. Orion Kirkering is going to pitch. And the pitch on the way. It's grounded foul. You guys are funny. Here's Kutch. He's 1 for 3 today. The ball is 1 strike. Orion Kirkering on the mound. The pitch is outside. The throw to second base by Marchand. Safe as the call again. At second base. That was a good throw. Marchand's looking at the dugout. Rob says, hold it. Now they're showing him. And he says, play on. Okay. I've taken the Scantron test, says Shante. Fill the circle in completely and make sure it's a number 2 pencil. Yes. That was close. Catches up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Go ahead runs at second. The 1-1 pitch. This one is popped in foul ground, and it'll find the seats. Abacadabra got me miraculously through middle school, says John. How long has Scantron been around? Hey, Siri. How long have Scantron tests been a thing?
I found this on the web.
No. Ron Weasley? No. They're talking about Ron's. Thanks, Siri. You're smart. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Scantron Corporation. They've been around since 72. Wow. Huh. I didn't know that. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Andrew McCutchen. 2-2. There's a broken bat. Fly ball. It's hit out over to right field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. O'Neill Cruz is rounding third. The throw to the plate is not in time, and the Pirates take a 2-1 lead. RBI single. And that run is going to be inherited to Christopher Sanchez. We used SRA back in the day. What is SRA? Now I got to look that up. SRA test. The serotonin release assay is a functional assay used to wait, what? Oh my gosh. Wait, SRA reading. Okay, that's different. Okay. Picture word association. That's different. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch is outside for ball 1. It's a 1-1 count. Reynolds 1 for 2. 1-1 pitch. That's on the outside corner for strike 2. Former Philly Andrew McCutchen gives the Pirates an 8th inning lead. That's our bullpen doing what it does best again. Well, this one again just goes on the offense to me. And it really just goes on. It goes on again. Just everything that we've talked about. No culture. 1-2. That's in there for a called strike 3 for out number 1. The bullpen is what it is, guys. At this point, it's on Dave Dombrowski, and it's on Rob Thompson, the entire coaching staff, the hitting coaches. That's it. The pitch. That's inside for a ball. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Guys, we need 42 more subs for us to get to 6K. 42. 1-0 pitch. It's inside for ball 2. I need to release more content. That's what I got to do. (2-0). That's taken down for ball 3. Crowley says, I thought we could trust it, though. You didn't think that you could trust this bullpen. No. You're lying to yourself if you say that. 3-0, and that's down low for ball 4. And now put runners on at first and second. Caleb Cotham's going to go out there to talk to Orion Kerkering and have a mound conference with the infielders and, of course, Rafael Marchand. Oh, I didn't. That wasn't me saying that. Well, you did say it, but you were being sarcastic. Actually, wait, you didn't technically say it. You technically wrote it. But yeah, I get it. 5 straight losses. Great game, guys. It's over. It's over. We're not going to play a 9th inning. That's it. That's it. Mercy rule. 2-1. Carlos Hernandez is getting ready to pitch. We will talk about this one for sure. 610-314-0844. Text on in right now. Leave your voicemail messages right now. We'll take them. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss to Henry Davis. That was a good fastball. We got the Sunday night game tonight. And then after that, we'll finish out Pacers Thunder. So, Larry, if you're a Cubs fan, then why are you a Minnesota Vikings fan? 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Fouled away. There's going to be like, I'm not even a Minnesota Vikings fan. Larry's going to say that he's always been a Patriots fan. 1-2 pitch. Here it is. Swing and a miss. And there's out number 2. Or Kirkering with 2 strikeouts. We got another subscriber, baby! Thank you so much. Larry says I'm actually a Chiefs fan. Yeah. What a liar. What an absolute liar. Courtney, thank you so much for the sub. Yeah. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Phillies actually play the Cubs tomorrow, Larry, so you have a new team to root for. The pitch, that's going to hit Adam Frazier right in the knee, square on. And that'll load the bases with 2 outs. Larry, because you're a Cubs fan now, you got to come on into tomorrow. You got to come on in tomorrow with your Cubs hat, and you got to send it to me on Discord. Larry likes the Cubs, the Dodgers, and the Yankees. Waldorf likes the Phillies. But Larry likes the Cubs. Adam Frazier just got hit in the knee. He didn't even start the game today, and now he's going to come out. Great. Awesome stuff. Can't wait to see how Clayton Kershaw had 7 strikeouts today. He pitched really well. I didn't have that in my bingo cards. The pitch. That's a sweeper that's in there for strike 1. The ball is 1 strike to Brian Hayes. 2-1 Pirates. They just took the lead on an RBI single by McCutchen in the bottom of the 8th. Pitch is taken outside. It's a 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 pitch on the way. Just a hair downstairs for ball 2. Kutch has had both of the RBIs, right? No. Triolo had an RBI double. It was back in the 2nd. 2-1 on the way. Swing and a miss. Everybody's feeling down. Calling into the show, I'm telling you. Voice your frustrations. 2-2 on the way. Strike 3 called. Got him looking on the outside corner. So Ryan does get out of the inning. However, the Pirates take the lead. Stott, Turner, and Schwarber are coming up. Phillies have their backs against the wall. Let's see if they can respond here. Someone's going to say, I will donate if the Phillies win. I already hear it right now. Someone's going to say it. They're going to say, if the Phillies win the game, I will donate. Love it. My goodness, it's painful. Again, please call in. Text the JJ hotline. Don't be shy. Old Man Ferguson says, told you that was a good hit by pitch. I've never heard that in my entire life. That was a very good hit by pitch. Thrown by a pitcher. That was smart. I've never heard that in my entire life before. I love everybody's sarcasm. I do. It's funny because we have, when they're on the winning streak, we got the Posidolphians. When they're on a losing streak, we got the sarcastic Dolphians. And then we just have the NOLA haters. And we got a lot of different crowds on here. We really do. I don't know how we deal with them all. I'll donate just cause. Oh, dude, thank you. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do that. Thanks.
Man shrugging.
I appreciate it, dude. First pitch is inside for a ball. Ashcraft is still pitching. Thanks so much, Ronald. Appreciate you, man. 1-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike. That's so sweet. I wasn't even asking for money. I just know that some people are going to be like, I will actually donate if the Phillies come back and win. That's really nice. 1-1. Fouled away. Big market Pittsburgh can afford to pay all its big stars. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rain starting to come on in. And the 1-2 the Stott. Ground ball, sliding stop by the first baseman, Triolo. And there's out number 1. Quick at the game and before the rain starts pouring. Before it starts pouring here. One away. And Trey Turner's up. The windup and the pitch to Turner. Line drive, base hit into left field. And it's going to be back in by the left fielder. Turner's going to go on over to second base, and he gets on with a 1-out double. Let's go. And Kyle Schwarber's coming up. It's starting to rain. Okay. This should be interesting. They're going to walk Schwarber. And they're going to try to see if Bohm can make him pay. All right, come on, Al. This would be clutch. It is starting to rain. It's pouring now. 2 runners on. Schwarber's over at first. They're going to have Rojas pinch run for Kyle. And bohm is coming up. Let's go. Charge! First pitch to bohm. There's a ground ball. It's hit over to second base. The tag to second. There's one. The throw to first in time, and that is the ball game. And the Pirates do hang on and win 2-1. And they sweep the Phillies in Pittsburgh. Unreal. Add that to the notes, too. Wow. Okay. That's the game. That's it. And the Phillies will take on the Cubs tomorrow night at 6:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Wow. 222 people on here watching. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. I have a lot to break down here. And again, call on in, man. I know I keep saying it, but I really want to hear your frustrations. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear what you guys have to say. I love interacting with you guys, man. And if you guys want to come on, you can. I'm not forcing anybody to come on, but I feel like I have to keep repeating myself because there's people that are like, well, don't you take phone calls? I do. 4-3 double play is what ends the game. And yeah, okay. Sanchez gets the loss. Yeah. All right. Monologue screen. Give me 2 minutes. Okay? We'll address everything. We're going to be on here for a little bit of time. We're not leaving. We're going to be on for a little bit. Phillies have now lost 9 of their last 10 games. It's bad. It's very, very bad. But yeah, give me 2 minutes. 2 minutes, and then we can have a conversation, you and I, and talk about this. Because not only are we going to be talking about this, but I also, and to tease you guys a little bit, I do have opinions on not only what the Phillies should do, but I kind of have a bright spot on things after today. What do I mean by that? Well, you got to stay on. I actually am in some ways, I'm kind of happy that this happened today. Stay tuned and figure out why. All right, be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel. Get out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
I don't know what game you guys watched, but today is a good day. I'm going to go there. Today was a good day. Today was a good day. You know that song by Ice Cube? Today was a good day. I kind of want to play that, but I'm not going to play it because obviously copyright. I don't want to do that on here, but I do. I feel like today was a good day. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We go on for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. And we talk. We absolutely talk. We break down every game. We do live play-by-plays for all of them, and we also break down and do post-game shows as well. And I would really love to hear what you guys have to say about this game. I know that heads are rolling. I know that people are frustrated. I know that people are not happy. With that being understandable. Okay, listen to this. Do you know why I'm happy? I think that now is the time that heads are starting to roll in the front office. Why now? Not only did you get swept by the Pirates, not only have you lost 9 of your last 10 games, but you have mentally, psychologically, and physically have been out of these games. Christopher Sanchez pitched well today, but it's the Pirates. Sanchez was going to have to pitch you a shutout today, and you only got 1 run, by the way, because of an error. That's it. The Pirates had the balls to intentionally walk Kyle Schwarber and face Alec Bohm. That won you the game. First pitch, grounding into the double play. 4-3. 4-3 double play. That's how it ended. Fitting ending for this team when you really do think about it. I got my notes, and we will break this all down. But I think that even Dave today is probably thinking to himself, man, I really do have to get moving. How do I sell the fans this type of product when they are just continuously losing the way that they are? I talked about it yesterday. Or 2 days ago. I don't think that you guys heard me say this. Unless you stayed on until the very, very end. The problem is not defense. The problem is not offense. The problem, it's not even coaching. You know what the problem is? It starts with one word. Culture. Who is this team? Who are the Phillies? They don't have a purpose. They don't have a purpose. They're a baseball team that doesn't have any purpose. When I think about a team that has purpose, when I think about a team that has a backbone, I think about the 2022 Phillies, and I think about how their backbone was to soar, to rise above the top, to figure out ways to get on over the hump, and they were going to grind you down mentally, physically, and psychologically, and they were going to pack the stadium like a football arena because they had a belief. They had a sense of urgency in every little swing every pitch that they took, every swing that they had during that run had a purpose. Everything that they did on the field, they had a purpose. When you watch them play, the style of baseball that they're playing, there's no point. I watched Brandon Marsh not communicate with Bryson Stott on a fly ball. Hit out to center field. Stott called him off. And then Stott reverted to Marsh. And Marsh got a very slow jump. And he just caught it. I also saw Brandon Marsh, who did make a nice catch too. But he got a slow jump to that ball. Let's be real. He had a nice catch. That was back in the second inning. To take away, or the third inning, to take away what could have been a double from Andrew McCutchen. I also saw Brandon Marsh dive for a ball, again, that he shouldn't have dove for. And the ball bounced into his glove, luckily. But 9 times out of 10, that ball gets by him. Everything that you're seeing out there on the field from this team, there is no purpose. They don't have a why. They don't have a sense of just, I don't know what the word is, but they don't have a rhythm. They don't have a heartbeat. That, to me, is the issue. Sure, we can talk about their situational hitting. That's a part of their purpose. That's a part of who they are. That's a part of who a baseball team is. I watch teams like the Mets. I watch teams like the Yankees. And you know what their purpose is? Well, let's go to the Mets real quickly. The Mets, their purpose, when you really think about it and you watch these games, their purpose is to fight. The Mets, even with Pete Alonso being who he is, with Lindor being who he is, they have a next man up mentality, and they have chemistry. They have a culture. They have a sense of purpose. The Phillies do not. And for those people that are going to say, well, if Bryce Harper was in the lineup, they would win. No. Bryce Harper has not changed the culture this year. He has not changed the culture this year. That's the issue. And sure, does that start with the manager? It does. But even the players, with how bad they've been, have not stepped up. Nobody has stood in Rob's face and gone against him. Do you understand what I'm saying? The second inning, 4 pitches, 3 outs. Is that good pitching from Paul Skenes? No. Every time that they go out there and they go a hacking, their purpose, if you will, is to hit a home run. They want to swing for the fences. They want to get a fastball right down the middle and just crush the baseball. Flawed. And I'm going to ask you, how can your president of baseball operations live with the same exact philosophy? Going back to what's the Yankees' purpose? Yankees, to me, their culture is to smile. I think that's who they are. The Yankees, no matter what's going on with them, they smile. Because they love playing together. Because they'll do anything for their captain. They will find a way to win a game because they care about Aaron Judge. That's their heart. That's their soul. That's their guy. In 2022, Rob was their guy. The players loved Rob. Players rallied behind him. They don't have that. They don't. They don't. But yeah, the misplays, the mishaps that you were seeing in the field, the terrible plate discipline, the bad bullpen, the lack of communication from top to bottom is all because they don't have a philosophy. They don't preach belief. They don't preach culture. They don't preach any of that. When you think about the San Antonio Spurs, what's the first word that comes to your mind when you think about the Spurs? To me, it's culture. To me, when I think about the Boston Celtics, right? I think about that too. The Eagles have a culture. They're a family. Their purpose last year was to run the ball and not only run the ball, but play this defense. This defense where they weren't going to blitz all the time and yet still find ways to make the quarterbacks of opposing teams struggle. They were going to win through the trenches. That was their mojo. And that's what the Phillies don't have. Let's look at another team in baseball. Let's look at a team like the Dodgers. Sure, did they buy a lot of good players? Yeah. But to me, they play small ball. They run. They hit. And they follow their leader. And their leader, again, is Shohei. How can we find a way to win the game for Ohtani? And for, again, our manager, Dave Roberts. They love Dave. They do. So, that's really where I am. I'm Friday, when we talked about this team, we talked about, we were going off. We were upset. We were angry. We were fuming. And that was because that was everything that was built up from like what occurred and what we were seeing, right? That occurred on Friday. Or was it Thursday? I can't seem to remember. Yesterday, we accepted who they were, and we just didn't really give them, we reflected more, and we were sort of mourning. we were mourning. Right? Today, we zoom out and we say, yeah, okay, so we accept what's going on. We're not sad anymore. I mean, I'm sure, well, I'm not sad anymore. I'm more so looking at this from an outside perspective and saying, you know, if I was another baseball team, and I'm watching this team play here, yeah, this team looks absolutely lifeless, and we can stomp all over them. Because guess what? They don't have a backbone. That's where I stand. Let's take some chats. And again, calling into the show if you guys want to. It's not like they're going to the lower ticket prices. JJ, sorry I didn't watch the game with you. It's all good. We got Mike. We got Mike on here. Let's get Mike on. Mike, yo. Can you hear me? Here, hold up. Let me get you on the Bluetooth. For some reason, it's not coming on. There it is. Can you hear me now?
I hear you, brother. I hear you loud and clear. I hear you loud and clear, brother.
Where is... How come it's not coming on? It says that it's connected. Is it connected now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
There we go. Now I hear you.
Okay. What's
yeah,
going
man.
on, man?
I mean, this is bad, dude. This is really bad. It's bad.
Yo, my thoughts is this. All right, so it starts for me. I want to give a big shout out to our starting pitching. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Our starting pitching has been amazing. Like here and there, we might get a hit around, but most of the time, our starting pitching is getting us through 6 innings, even sometimes 7 innings. And for Christopher Sanchez to pitch such an amazing game, you know what I mean? He pitched outstanding. He gave up 2 runs in 7 innings, and literally that was all the runs that the Pirates had to score. And that Kurt Lane really gave up that run, but my whole thing is earned because he left the game in the 8th inning. But I just don't like the fact that our bats are not hitting and our relief pitching doesn't get the job done. They seem like they're defeated. They don't seem like they got the swag. They don't seem like they got the heart, the energy. And I don't like it. I don't know what the Phillies are planning on doing, but they got to do something fast because if the stats are true, what they said on the TV, they lost 9 of the last 10 games. They lost 5 straight games. They got swept by the freaking Pirates. The Pirates, not the Cubs, not the Yankees, not the Dodgers, not the Mets, not one of the best teams in baseball. You got swept by a last-place team in the NL Central Division. They only got 26 wins on the season. It's like, what are we doing? And I'm disappointed. And I'm trying to not be I'm trying to be optimistic. All right, we got a lot of games left still. But it comes a time when I can understand if you lose a couple of games here and there to a bad team. But if you get swept by them, and then you only score 1 run in 2 straight games, I'm disappointed, JJ. I'm disappointed.
Mike, you've been watching the NBA playoffs. You've been watching what's going on. The Indiana Pacers. Okay? Let me ask you this. Okay? Is it just Tyrese Halliburton that's stepping up for the Pacers?
No, not even close.
Not even close.
It's everybody.
It's everybody.
It's everybody. Their whole team.
Right? Rick Carlisle?
Whole team.
Andrew Nemhard? Yeah. Neesmith? All those guys.
All of them.
Who do the Phillies have that has, a sense of culture?
That's the problem.
Yeah.
You just nailed it. It's like if Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber are not hitting the ball, it's just like there's nobody else that's reliable. And that's the issue. Like, there's nobody reliable.
Nobody.
Nobody's getting on base. Everybody wants to go for the long ball. Nobody. literally, that's 2 straight games. 1 run scored.
Yep.
1 run has scored in 2 straight games.
Think about the Sixers.
We're losing to bad teams.
Oh, sorry. What were you saying? Sorry.
I said we lost to a bad team. The Pittsburgh Pirates are terrible. And my whole thing is this. They walked Kyle Schwarber. That was a strategy. They said, we don't want no parts of Kyle Schwarber, right? And then Alec goes right into a double play. Why couldn't we walk McCutcheon?
Good
Why
question.
didn't we walk him?
That's a very good
Why
question.
did we just take the chance of, Kirkering, like he's some great – like I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm not trying to come at Kirkering. I'm not a big fan of him at all. I'm not a big fan of any of the relief pitching we have on this staff. I'm going to be honest with you. Matt be having some times where he's okay. But for the most part, I'm not a fan of any other relief pitching on this team. And that is I said that was our biggest kryptonite. But then again, when I think about our hitting, that might be our biggest kryptonite because it's not reliable. You're getting good pitching from our starters, and we're not able to get the job done.
Yep. It's definitely problematic, and it is disappointing, and you have every right to feel that way. I just to me, the way that I've been looking at it is now I've zoomed out. And I'm saying, all right, you can't, yes, the hitting has been a problem. Yes, the base running has been an issue. Yes, the fielding has been a big problem. Trey Turner at shortstop has been a big issue. But how does all of that connect with each other? And the way that it all connects is, again, the guy at the head at the helm, the guy at the top, right, lets everybody understand that no one's job is on the line. Everyone's doing okay. They're going through a slump. They're all going to be fine. They'll right the ship around, and that is what is flawed. That to me is what connects everything, because I feel like that now, because we've been watching them, it's June. It's June now. Right. It's not like it's April. Right. We're not even in May. We're in June. We're almost halfway done the season.
Right. I'm not right. And that's what I'm saying. We still got half the season to go, but before you know it, 3/4 of the season is going to be gone, and what we're going to be saying the same thing. We can't be saying this it's 3/4 of the season gone, and then on top of that, the Mets are really good. I'm not saying that we have to win the division. The Nationals are not that far from us. So we got to still make the playoffs, right? I mean, we can't keep on losing and then the Nationals catch us. Then what? What if we don't make the playoffs? I'm starting to think like that because we're looking so bad. We're looking like we don't belong with these other good teams that's in baseball. That's what it's starting to look like.
Yeah, you're 1,000% correct. And man, I know that it's going to obviously get tougher because the Cubs are going to come on into town.
Oh my gosh, yeah, the Cubs.
But man, just know that I love you, man, and you're always welcome to come on this show at any time. You do such an awesome job filling in for us. I'm gonna need you this summer, man. I'm definitely gonna need you this summer. I'm praying to God that this team wakes up somehow. Whether Dombrowski just stops sitting in his suite and takes some type of action to fix the coaching staff. But, man, even during the dark times of, when the Sixers have gone through dark times, we've always been here for each other, and I respect you. I respect you for that, man.
Oh, thank you, bro. Thank you, JJ. I had to just chime in the show real quick and just let you know, just kind of let out my frustrations about, and I know you're feeling the same way, but I'm trying to get too low. But it's so hard when you care about your team so much. It's so hard not to get down, man. It's kind of like when the Sixers are so bad, it's just like, oh my gosh. It's like you got to talk to someone else that kind of can relate to you. And I know that we relate to because we're diehard Phillies fans, but it is a dang on shame that the Phillies are looking like this. And I understand Bryce Harper is not going to play for a while. I'm not sure how many games he's going to be missing. I understand that that we're I really wish we could have kept Jeff Hoffman. I really do. I know
I'm with you.
He wanted the money and there's some things going on, but I really wish the Phillies would have tried to make something work out with him because
I'm with you.
I don't know. I'm not sure how he's playing this year, but I know when he was with the Phillies, he was pretty darn good, in my honest opinion.
I'm with you.
It's starting to show. It's been showing this whole season. But I'm going to let you go, JJ. Have a wonderful day. And as always, God bless. And we're going to keep our head up, go Phillies, and we're going to see what we do against the Cubs.
I don't know if you see this on the screen. You might not yet because it might be a little bit delayed, but I'm giving you a heart, man. Love you, buddy.
Oh, man. Thank you, bro.
All right.
God bless and be easy. I'll talk to you soon, bro.
Yep, talk to you soon, man. Shout out to Mike, man. Mike is awesome. If you guys want to call into the show, you're more than welcome to. He's spitting facts. I mean, there's no doubt about it. They're not hitting the ball. And the starting pitching, even though Jesus Luzardo has had fatigue with his arm, it seems, and he's tipping his pitches, it's just not. If you have to rely on your starting pitching, and your starting pitching's not doing well, then that's flawed too. But now the offense can't put up any runs, and it all ties back to a purpose. It all ties back to what does the team preach. I looked this up last night. You know, and this kind of raises a bigger question, and it goes a little bit outside the scope. But I want to keep it within the scope. I want to keep it within the realm here. The one thing that we see every day is, of course, players getting bigger contracts, getting more endorsement deals. And, you know, I don't know about you guys, but I am for the players. I've always been for the Players Association. Always thought that guys should get their money. Cliche, great power. With great power comes great responsibility. True. But I looked this up yesterday. I was surfing through ChatGPT. I was thinking to myself, well, a lot of these players who now have endorsement deals and that type of stuff, they do more individual practices, like with their trainers and with people that help them, like within their inner circle. And I was wondering, and I asked this to ChatGPT, you know, are the individual practices, you know, when it comes to with the conditioning coaches, does that obviously takes away from team practices, right? Does that impact team chemistry? And I don't think you would have had to ask ChatGPT this, but ChatGPT said something that was kind of interesting that I thought was worth bringing up. Because in a lot of these sports now, you don't really get to practice as much with other people around you. And when you think about teams like back in the 90s or like back in the 80s, they spent a lot of time with each other. And they could figure out, you know, strengths and weaknesses. I'm not saying that this team or that teams nowadays don't do that. But it seems with the way that things have gone because of endorsements, because of money, because of players, you know, being the central focus of attention, it doesn't seem like that the managers or the people that are even in charge, I don't want to say have as much of a say, but they don't really, it's tougher for them to bond, and it's tougher for them to work on certain, you know, types of teamwork skills because they're not with each other as much as they should be. And in my opinion, if you want to win a championship, Look at all the greats that are out there. Like, look at Pete Rose. Look at Mike Schmidt. How much time did they spend with the team to go out there and get better? And it wasn't just better individually. It was better as a team. Like, they put the team first. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I think that the way that sports kind of are going now, and especially you can kind of see it with the Phillies right here, is that they care more about their individual selves. And in that sense, it's flawed. It's flawed. Because, again, the goal is to win as a team. There's no I in team. So maybe they're not. You would just think through osmosis that they would spend more time working, that the outfielders would spend more time working on communicating with each other with fly balls. And again, with the assistive technology that they've been using out there, it doesn't really seem to be helping. They're not spending as much time with each other. It's just natural that they're not doing that. And it stinks. And I think that that's part of what's biting them. I do. Again, calling into the show. If you guys have thoughts, if you guys want to talk about X's and O's, we can do that too. But again, to me, like today, I zoom out and I just think more about a doctor perspective, or just try to look at it more from an outside grand perspective. And I just think to myself, well, it's not just a hitting issue. It's not just a coaching issue. It's not just that. Like, what we're seeing sucks. It's the brand of baseball that we are seeing. The overall brand is what the problem is. It's the type of baseball that's being played out there. All right, let's get to some chats. We can do that right now. Let's get to some chats. We have 128 people still tuning on in. That's awesome. 57 people still tuning on in. But that's what the issue is. Crowley says we should have swept them by 5 runs each game. Don't matter how much we lost by, we lost and shouldn't have. It's not just that you're losing. Again, if they go out there and fight, and they're scratching and they're clawing, that's one thing. When you watch this team, do they have a heartbeat? Do they have a heartbeat? Is there a pulse? Bohm, Kepler, Realmuto, Marsh, Wilson, Rojas all need to go. This is John Haversack. These boys need an ass kicking from upper management, says John Williams. The boss that's in charge isn't doing that. That's a problem. That's where we got to be looking now. We can't just be looking at the on-field product. We need to dissect and now start to dig deeper. Get to the nucleus of the issue. And that, to me, is where we're headed to. So today, to me, is kind of a good day. It's a silver lining day for me. And probably not a lot of people are going to look at it this way, and I understand why. As bad as Dombrowski has been this year, heading even into this year, I now think that his head's starting to roll. It has to be, doesn't it? It has to be. He has to not feel good about where this team is now. It would never happen, but there needs to be absolutely no one attending the next home game, says Gideon. And the reason why he's saying that is because that's probably the only way that the Phillies are going to get change. Because it shows that the fans aren't happy, and guess who invests their dollars into going to these games? The fans. That's why he's saying that. And it's not flawed. Two types of people, says John. Those that perform under pressure and those that collapse. Nobody is giving them any pressure. And John, you bring up a good point there. There is no pressure. And the reason why is because, again, management says that they're doing everything fine. And why are they doing everything fine? Because if you go back to what Dave Dombrowski said during his end-of-the-year press conference last year, he said we just have to get a little lucky. Those were his quotes. We just have to get a little lucky. And their philosophy is, well, we snuck our way into the playoffs once. That got us to the World Series. We're not the favorites anymore right now, so we can play however we want to play. Still, that's flawed. The Rockaway says we have this manager because he goes easy on the Starboy rich players. They can mess up with zero consequences. It's not even that we need somebody to get angry. It's, again, the fact that somebody needs to go out there and just set a standard. Lay down the groundwork. Lay down the groundwork and just come out with a philosophy. A philosophy that people, that this team can buy into, that's going to make them accountable and keep them grounded. Greg Popovich, say what you want about him and about the great players that he had, but Greg with the Spurs did that. Howie does that. Howie and the Eagles have that same type of philosophy. Again, we're going to build through the trenches, but even when you look at who Howie drafts, local guys that are grounded, that are humble, that come on into the organization knowing what their job is. The coaching staff holds them to that standard too. Stoutland gets a lot of respect because you can even hear from the offensive linemen. They say that he's a very good teacher. He's a smart guy. And you don't ever upset Jeff Stoutland. You don't. You don't upset that guy. You don't upset Big Dom. You certainly have to salute to Vic Fangio. There's no voice. There's no guy that's going to, have the players listen to. Like they don't have that. Every time Jalen Hurts steps on into that room, the locker room pays attention. Because they know that Hurts is about business. Leaders. That's the problem. Again, you can come on in. You can come talk to me and voice your opinions. Talk to me about the bad base coaching. Talk to me about the terrible hitting. Talk to me about the chase rate. The chase rate today was really high. They gave away a lot of at-bats like they were flu shots. Pinch, you're done. This brother's spitting facts. Talking about Mike. Mike does a really good job, man. He does. The Rockaways also says, shout out to you, Rockaways. Can't run a baseball team these days by criticizing players. They shut down just like babies. That's why we have a player-friendly, supportive manager. And to be honest with you, that worked when Joe Girardi was in charge because Joe had them playing very tight. And something had to be changed. It's the opposite now. They loosened up under Rob because Rob was a player's guy. Rob was a player's coach. And while I'm sure that the team does like Rob, again, they don't rally behind him. They don't. They don't rally behind him. Schwarber is papering over the cracks. When he's gone, the whole thing could collapse. Absolutely. That rhymes. Almost. It's Harper and Schwarber, and they're not even playing their best. Schwarber was actually carrying you for a couple of weeks. Was playing really good baseball, but those two aren't the number one problems. Again, it's leadership. John says Boa will be fighting players in the dugout. I don't know. It's weird. It's just the fact that the Phillies have this cloud over them. This dark cloud over everybody. I knew it was bad, but I didn't think it was... I thought it was going to get bad, but I think that this is the extreme. I do. Are they going to bounce out of this? Probably. But if nothing changes, then again, we could care less. I don't even care about these types of games. The reason why that I care how they're playing, it's not because of the regular season. I care about these games because this dictates what playoffs would look like. And now the question now becomes, are they even a playoff team? And that's why I think that Dave is actually going to start looking at this now, because I don't even know if he thinks that they are a playoff team. If you were to point a gun in his head, or have him take a lie detector test, I really think that he feels he's probably starting to feel right now, I don't know. I don't know if this team is a playoff team. So, that's where I stand, though. What's up, Jeevan? Everything's working good, man. What's up, Fly? Fly Guys here. If Dombrowski doesn't make right move, then Middleton needs to override him. Either make call-ups and bench those who have lost interest, or make earth-shattering trades. No one should be safe, even Schwarber and Harper. You need a team meeting, and you need You need somebody else in here that's going to bring in a new idea. It's going to bring in a new sense of culture and establishment. I know I keep going back to that word. But that's what I want you guys to really start thinking about. I don't want you to even think about the on-the-field stuff. I want you to think about the deeper problems. Because it's not just the bullpen. It's not just the hitting. It's the personnel and what is being thrown around in the clubhouse. It's not even just about what are they practicing. It's about why are they doing what they're doing. It's the why. That's what I want you to wrap around your heads. Losing is contagious. Once it starts, it's hard to stop, says Doug. And it plagues the entire team, and it has. It's a virus, right? It is something that's contagious, and it's going around. But how did it start? And what does this virus look like? I mean, you see it on the field. But again, with the things that we don't see outside of the player interviews, it makes you question, and it makes you see it's worse than what's being shown with the on-field product. David says, what's up, David? The thing is that they are probably not going to fire Rob and Dombrowski because they're still 9 games over 500. There's a world where that is possible. I just think if you're the president of baseball ops, if you're Dave Dombrowski and you told the fans that they were going to compete for a World Series champion, if you ask the guy, even after today's loss, after what's been going on throughout this entire season, do you think he really believes? And he could. He might actually fully believe that he has the talent. That this team, even with the coaches that are in place, with everyone that is here, with what's in place right now, that they still have a chance. That they have as good of a chance as anybody does. That they have a fighter's chance. He could still believe that. And that wouldn't really surprise me. But my gut is just telling me that something's not settling right for him now. And maybe that's just me. But that's where I stand. Halftime says the Phillies should be embarrassed after getting swept. Surely it doesn't help that Harper is out on the IL. Says Justin, one solid hitter in your lineup that fuels your fire in the lineup can damage a lot within the Phillies, but that's my opinion. The reason why I disagree is, again, I asked the other day, has Bryce Harper been a difference maker? No. Has Bryce Harper, when he's been in the lineup, has he been a difference maker? Has his presence in the clubhouse linked the team together? And on the flip side, you would also think that because Bryce is not here, I got to step up. I got to do whatever I can to help my team because guess what? Next man up mentality. I got to help my team. Like, this guy's gone. This guy's not here right now. Let me do more in my role and try to see if I can help this team, if I can contribute? What can I do to make the team better? Because our guy is gone. That Atlanta Braves team in 2021, as soon as Acuna went down with the season-ending injury that he had, yes, did the Braves get players at the deadline? They did. But nobody was ever going to replace Ronald Acuna Jr. As nice as Soler was, as nice as Rosario was, as good as Duvall was, no one was going to replace an MVP caliber player like Acuna. And yet they still had another leader in Freddie Freeman. But that brought them together. You talk about when the Sixers were without Ben Simmons. With all the drama that was going on with Ben Simmons, they rallied together. Say what you want about Ben, but Ben was as bad of a player as he was a big piece in what their system was. You know, like he was a guy that got the ball a lot. And now players were like, well, how do I step up here? How can I help my team? They rallied. They scrapped, they clawed. As soon as Carson Wentz went down, you know what happened. Nick Foles said, I got to step up. The rest of the team felt like that they had to step up too. I don't see that with this team. I don't see that. And to tie it all back together, that's another reason why Bryce, to me, is not really making a difference. Because that would show. What's up, John? I have had a couple of Phillies players responded to my criticisms on the team. Both Clemens and Casty agreed, like my comments. Are you on Twitter? I'd like to follow you on Twitter. I believe that there's a lot of friction on this team. Players are just going through the motions, says John. That could also be true. But when, and again, I'm not in the batting cages. Not, following the team on a day-to-day, going on the field. I'm not at the ballpark. But with my eyes, and with what I see from these people on Twitter, there's a disconnect. Clearly, there is some type of disconnect with everybody that's in there. There's a disconnect. And they're beating themselves. They're not, like, the Pirates were not the better team. Phillies punched themselves in the throat and pissed all over themselves. Throughout the entire series. That's what's happened throughout the entire last 9 to 10 games. They're not even competitive from the jump. Doug says, I'm going to read a couple more comments. And again, if you guys want to call in, you can. But I think this is going to be my last one for me. We've been going at it for a little bit. And this is really what I wanted. Honestly, it's like they've lost their focus, says Doug, at the plate. They quit protecting on the third strike. They're starting to swing early again instead of being a little bit more picky. And Schwarber himself quit batting. Let's stick to that philosophy. Oh, and Doug says, and has going back to home run hunting. Let's stick to that philosophy there. Kyle Schwarber has hit batting. Or has quit batting. You could be right. Wouldn't be shocked if that was true. Even though I don't like to call it quit. I think it's a little bit harsh of a word, personally. But even though, like, I get what you're saying. He's giving away more at-bats. And maybe, who knows? Like, I had this conversation with Halftime the other day. Halftime actually brought up an interesting point, as he does sometimes. Just sometimes. He said that maybe the reason why the players are playing this bad is because maybe they're trying to get their coach fired. That's also a possibility, too. Maybe Kyle Schwarber is swinging like that just so that way there's changes that are going to be made. I don't know. It's a weird spot to be in. I can tell you that. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for me. I do have to come back on here in 2 hours. We're going to do the the Yankees Red Sox game. But I hope that this was a productive post-game show. I thought that we really tried to dive on into this and not just focus on the things that are visible, but the things that are invisible as well. It's deep. It's deep. Love you all. Lila Tov. Good night. All right. Now I will catch you all on the next one.